here with Benjamin DeMusliM. And Benjamin, how do you like the event so far, the Homestory Cup here in Krefeld?
It's really, really cool, actually. Like, this is the first time that they've had the event in a nightclub. Like, this is the nightclub that we usually come to afterwards, but having an event here and seeing all the fans and stuff, like, it's a really, really great experience, and it's one of the only times that I get to really, truly interact with all the people that support esports and such so much. So, for me as a player, it's really great seeing people that just share a passion and all come together.
Okay, speaking of the beginnings of an Homestory Club or anything else, how did you get involved into esports?
I was 14 or 15 years old, and I spent way too much time on my PC. My parents didn't like that, but one day I got asked to play in a tournament just by a British guy. He said, like, oh, I think you're pretty okay, like, you can play in this. Had no idea what the thing was. I went down to London to play, and I didn't really think it was very serious, but they told me I could win prize money and stuff, and I ended up winning this LAN when I was 15, and then they said, oh, you've won a trip to Singapore to represent the United Kingdom, and I was like, that sounds cool. So I just kind of fell into it, and like the first Homestory Cup, or when Starcraft first came out, I made the move to Germany straight away, so I lived here, and like Homestory Cup, the first one, like this is a big, big deal to me because Homestory Cup's one of the only tournaments I actually won, and I won the very first one a long time ago, so yeah, I owe a lot to Homestory Cup, and it's been a great, great experience.
Okay, congrats to your first win then. And how did you get your parents to like your career or to be okay with you getting involved into esports and become a professional gamer?
So my parents knew that I love video games, always have done. I was pretty good in school. Was a swimmer at one point as well, which is kind of weird, but they've always been very accepting. Like, initially they thought I was spending too much time for little to no reward, but once like money started coming in and stuff, even before money came in, they were very happy supporting me, and they kind of knew how much I loved it. So I guess the answer to that question would be I just showed my parents how much it meant to me and how much I loved it, and I'm very fortunate to have the parents that I do, because they weren't just accepting, but they kind of pushed me and helped me along the way.
Okay, so you got really lucky with them. And you said that they became even happier with you being involved into esports after you got some money. So do you make a living out of esports, or do you have another career, or do you plan to have another career for your future?
I cannot be a pro gamer forever, because you just gradually can't keep up. But yeah, I make a living. Like I've been making a living being a pro gamer for the last 4 years, and it's one that I can live with. I pay rent, I pay salaries, tax, whatever. Like it's a job for me, and it has been for a long time now. There's been reports that I can't say how much I earn and stuff, but yeah, if you are good enough and if you really, really want to do this, like it's an option now. Like back when I was 15 and stuff, gaming was still growing. Esports over the last few years has grown to like a phenomenal rate. Like it's getting to places I never dreamt of it being. But yeah, you can now make your life around it, which is really, really cool. It's really inspiring, and I hope I'm one of those people that help pave the way, because it wasn't an easy thing for me to be able to transition into. But as time goes by, it's becoming more and more believable, and it's not a bad thing anymore. People don't see pro gamers as these guys that sit in basements all the time. They're actually real people, and they're very, very cool. So yeah, I'm really happy.
Okay, and what do you think, what will be your future? What do you see yourself in, which situation, which position? Do you think in 10 years from now you'll be a professional gamer, or do you think you will be in another career?
I see myself maybe still in esports. It's really lovely, and I've made so many friends, and it's been such a wonderful path for me. But what will I be doing I don't know what I'm going to be doing in a year's time, to be honest. I still want to be playing, and I'll think about my options soon. I have enough money saved up to form an education at a uni or a college anywhere, and can live wherever. So right now, I'm just enjoying the time and the time that I have. Like I travel all over. I currently live in Sweden. I lived in USA. I lived in Germany. Like I love traveling. I love doing this, and there's not enough time to think about what I'm doing in 10 years' time, because there's so much happening now, and I just want to make the most of it.
Okay, sounds good. And what do you think, if a game becomes less popular, do you think it's a problem for yourself, for your career, to be successful anyway?
Sorry, what was the question?
If a game, for example, Starcraft II or League of Legends, if it becomes less popular, do you think it's a problem for yourself to stay successful? Do you have to switch, or do you have to make up your mind how you will make your money for living?
I mean, if you're playing a game that isn't popular and there is no means of making a living through that, you have to switch. But the situation right now, like in League of Legends, you can make a lot of money. In Dota 2, you've seen there was a $10 million tournament and such, so money's there in every game. I honestly just really love Starcraft. So right now, that's my passion, that's where it lies. Earning a living, like, the fact that I do that, I'm really happy with that already. But within regards to like what am I going to do in the future, if there was no money, would I still play it? I'd still enjoy it, but I'd make it a less serious hobby.
Okay, so you're living the moment right now and you're enjoying your time here, and that you are so successful in that. And you mentioned that it's a really great hobby. Being a professional gamer, do you have even time for any other hobbies, for anything other than gaming?
I mean, let's say I have my PC set up in an office, like I don't have a PC at home. So I go there, I work for like 8 hours a day, and then I hang out with friends, I watch movies, I go do series, taking up football and stuff. Like, there's a lot of time to do a lot of things. Like, the whole stereotype about us literally being these guys that just sit glued to a PC the whole time, it's not true at all. Like, I can bring you over to any one of my friends over there, and they're the most glorious people you've ever met. So yeah, like, I live like a normal person, I just happen to play a lot of video games as well.
Thank you. So, that's it. Thank you.